and welcome to All About You, a program designed with all of you in mind. And today's program is to help all of you who are fed up of falling over and over again. You are tired of falling on the same mistakes, the same patterns, the same thoughts, the same doubts. You are tired because you want to move forward. You want to grow. You want to develop. You don't want to be the same person anymore. Today we're going to give you some tools in order for you to understand why is it that you have been falling so much and what you can do about it. So we're going to start with what makes people fall. So ladies, please help us now. Help those who are listening to us. What is it that makes someone fall in the first place? What are the things that makes people fall?
I was thinking about that. As much as someone says that they want to change, they want to be different and overcome sin, but deep down, one of the things that does not make them able to overcome is that they enjoy sin. They enjoy the idea of sin. Whatever it is that they do, it's somehow pleasant. And they find somehow joy in what they are doing. So if you find joy in what you're doing, it's complicated to overcome, right? So
how can they stop doing something that they like?
Yes.
I don't want to do this, but I really love doing it.
Yeah, and they don't admit. Sometimes what I see is that people, they don't bluntly admit, I don't like this. I want to change. They say, they put up this persona, I want to change, I want to overcome, but as a matter of fact, the fact that they are doing over and over is that they find pleasure in what they do.
Yeah, but you know when this happened when they start to be in a wrong environment. So they prove that they enjoy sin when they allow the environment, the situations to lead them, like they just give themselves to sin. It's so easy for the sin to come and they hug the sin. It's like they are enjoy because they don't avoid places, situations, people that lead them to go and sin.
Yeah, they like so much being there. They like so much being around these people that they don't cut it off. They don't cut those things off. Sometimes they say, no, but I don't want to sin. I don't want to do what is wrong. I don't want to make bad choices. But they don't stop because they really like being around these people. They really like to be there. And how can they cut it off as long as they continue doing what they're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes they even, sorry darling, sometimes they even feel like I'm gonna hurt someone if I do that. I don't want to be like tough to someone, rude. I don't want just to say, no, I'm not going with you. Let's say if it's a friend or someone that you like. It's like she doesn't confront. She just give herself, give in. Yeah.
I think there is another, apart from this, another thing that I see as well happening a lot is that people tend to fall when they start trying to find happiness or comfort in things that don't really help. It's just like a moment of relief, but it's a moment that doesn't really change them and doesn't really help them to become better, to find the happiness they are looking for. That's when they end up going to certain places, as we spoke about, and sometimes even habits that they have, isn't it?
And after she has that momentary relief, she feels so down. She doesn't accomplish what she was looking for in the first place.
Yeah, then automatically she starts to blame herself. She feels the frustration inside of her. She says that now it's the end of my life. Now I'm doing the mistake over and over again. How am I gonna go out? I'm gonna go out of the situation. So all the negative thoughts comes to their minds. And they feel like I really want, but I feel incapable to do it. How I can change the situation? How can I change myself while I'm in this situation?
Exactly, they become frustrated.
Yeah.
And frustration doesn't help anybody to change. Frustration is just a feeling of, you feel guilty. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that again? I think this is not for me. I better give up. right?
Yeah.
That's when they start also comparing themselves to other people. They see that they are not growing, they're not changing, and they see others moving forwards, and they feel so bad because they are comparing themselves to others, right?
Yes, and when they compare themselves to others, it means that they are not using their faith. They are still in the emotional mode, and it brings guilt, it brings doubts, it brings frustration, it brings deception, meaning they go and do the wrong thing again. Because they are so down, and then they just throw the towel.
Yes,
and then they just give themselves away over and over to sin. And then they pick up themselves up again and say, no, now I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna really get this behind me. And then it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, because if a problem happens, what's gonna happen then? Imagine that one situation come to this person, a bad situation, and then the person feels like, I'm lost. I had a problem in my job today, I'm gonna go out to drink, or I'm gonna go out to do something. I'm gonna go just relieve my mind. Then that's the main problem as well, because when the problems come, what you gonna do with that?
And the fact that they messed up big time, it doesn't mean that they can't restart. It doesn't mean that they can't do it right, but because they've done wrong so many times, they don't actually believe that they can do right. They don't actually believe they are capable of starting and living up to their own promise. I am gonna make this right. They fail their own word of doing something, and then they don't believe themselves again.
Exactly. They stop believing that they can change, and then they start believing this is who I am. This is who I am, and they stop fighting, because once you think this is who you are, that you're going to die like this, then why should you bother fighting to change if you think, no, this is who I am, right? So all these things that we have been talking about here is something for you to consider, for you to think and analyze. What is it that have been making you fall? What is it? Because getting to a point of already falling and wanting to give up is not going to help you. You have to stop and think. You go back, rewind, and start understanding what is it that is leading you to falling. And now, what should you do about that? What are you going to do with this? And exactly the opposite. You're going to go do the opposite of what we've been telling you. So what are they going to do?
One of the first things that will help everyone to overcome this cycle of falling and standing up, falling again, is thinking about the consequences. When you think about the consequences, you see the bigger picture. Wait a minute, what is at stake here? My relationship with God, is this really worth it? Putting everything into jeopardy, everything that I've built with God so far. It was so hard to be here in the first place in the presence of God. Look how far you've come. And then, is it really worth it to put all of that down because of a sin? So you start thinking of the consequences, and it will bring you a sense of responsibility.
Another thing as well is like not to do what you just want to do. Like fight against what you want, what you feel like doing. Doing the opposite. This is the same thing.
Yes.
Doing the opposite. I don't feel like going to work. It doesn't matter, I have to work. I have to go, I have to wake up early, and I have to work. This is another thing. Do not give ears to what you are feeling, but do what is right.
It's such a strong determination that she becomes more aware. She anticipates when she's about to fall into sin.
She can detect.
Yes, she can. She can be more aware. And that should be strong enough to make them fight for what they want. When you want to please God, when you want to do the right thing, you have this goal, this willingness to fight, to go against yourself. It's really hard. It's not easy. It was not easy for me when I started in my faith, and it wasn't easy for anyone. Why is it going to be easy for you?
They have to get to a point. They need to get to a point where they want so much to get there, they're going to start hating everything that stop them from getting there. They're going to start hating. Is the opposite of what we spoke about in the beginning. Is the very first thing that we spoke about. Is it one of the things that we spoke about is, they don't stop falling because they love it so much. So they might be asking, okay, how can I, because now I'm talking about hating it, how can I start hating something that I really love? The problem is that probably you are trying to hate sin with your heart. It's not like the world teaches you. We feel with the heart, you go with the heart. You actually have to hate it with your mind. Got it? Not with your heart. Why? Because your heart wants to do what is wrong. Our heart is like this. Our hearts, even the Bible says that it's so corrupt, always want to do what is wrong, always inclined to do what is wrong, to sin, to do everything that is against God. Our heart is seeking for people, for places. That's why so many people fall so much when it comes to temptation. Even in love life, right? Yes. They want to fill their hearts, fill their lives with someone they fall. Why? Heart. The heart always is inclined to what is wrong, and it's your heart who loves what is wrong. It's your heart who wants to do what is wrong. But when you use your mind has to rule over your heart. You're going to hate it with your mind when you put all those things that we spoke about together as a package. And you think, okay, think about the consequences. Your mind tells you that. It's not your heart. When you think about where you're going to get, you don't want to fall again, it's your mind who does that, not your heart. When you want to, you know where you want to get, you know your goals, you know where you want to be as a person, who you want to be as a person. It's your mind. Your mind will take you there. So your mind will help you see all those things, and your mind will start hating what is wrong. Your mind will tell you, enough, I don't want to be like that. So it doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm going to hate it with my mind. That's how you start overcoming. That's the beginning of everything. Can you do it by yourself? No, you can't. It's not the power of the mind either. It's your connection with God. God actually connects with our mind. God speaks to us in our mind. God helps us realize things in our mind. So we're going to work in connection with Him. And part of everything that you want to do to have a different life is also to join, to be willing to join in things and activities that are going to help you be stronger spiritually as well. To overcome addictions, to overcome a habit, to overcome a temptation. You need to be strong spiritually for you to overcome that. And that's what we have in the UCKG Help Center. We have so many options. We have our chain of prayers. We have the addiction cleansing therapy for those who have, who are fighting for addiction. If you have the willingness that your mind is going to bring to you, you're going to do what it takes for you to get there. So we invite all of you even to access our website. We have the uckg.org website. We have all the days, all the chain of prayers, everything, all the activities we have courses, so many things free for you to, to join and to see a change in your life. Be willing to do your part, okay? Join your hands with God and do your part, and I'm sure He's going to do His part in your life. And this is our message for all of you today who are fed up of falling over and over again. And we hope that this message has helped you somehow. And if you have any questions or any doubts, you'd like to send us an email, you can do so, sending it to godlywooduk@uckg.org. Thank you once again for being with us, and see you here next week, Monday, with another topic. Bye-bye, ladies. Take care.